I can, thinking about it, now that these are pedestrian roads, I can make this connection to here without fear of causing a bunch of traffic. There we go. And then draw my path and zone me some more uses. I want to use a little bit of office, a little bit of that, a little bit of that, but the rest of it residential. And this too, I want this to be residential. With a little space for a playground for this school. Sorry person who just built their house. Okay. Are we looking good on education here? Well, not yet, because they're not. People haven't learned yet. People haven't learned yet. How's the rest of the city doing? Just gonna do a quick glance over everything. Everything's fine right now. These are looking What the hell happened here? I don't know when that happened. Why these trees are clipping through buildings here. Okay, that was interesting. Nice. I am enjoying this. Have we unlocked the last thing? We have unlocked the garbage service point, which I want to draw just a little bit more area for. And place it down. So this is our little service area. This is our little area serving the pedestrian area. And I'm gonna block this up. Okay. I realized that, actually I want to put this back, but there's no traffic light right here, so I'm going to move this just a little bit until I can have a traffic light. Traffic light? Traffic light. Traffic light. And redraw this road. There we go. I don't know why that happened, but there was no traffic light there. Draw this in, and then I'm just gonna fill the rest of this in with probably residential. However, I will. No, I could make a park here somewhere. How does that look? Absolutely terrible. Park. Yeah. I like that. Residential and residential. We need a little bit of commercial, so I'm gonna take that away. Make that commercial. This area looks... Ooh. Citizens are sick. Where are my ambulances? Hello? Where are your ambulances? Can you not get over here? Is there a... Okay, they're dead. This game, man. This game. How many people are using this line? a lot. A lot. Oh lord, I'm gonna use Bendy Bus. Because we have a ton of people trying to get back and forth between the city and here. Yeah, that is a lot of people. And we have a lot of people using this bike highway too. Oh my god, look at all these pedestrians. We've apparently created an extremely walkable city. Nice. Can you just not spawn ambulances? Is that the reason? Is that the issue that we're having? Is that you can't spawn ambulances because you're on the pedestrian road? I'm so confused. I would have assumed that because it's on... Maybe I have to use? Hold on, I'm gonna put this over here. And then I'm gonna put this back. Can this spawn ambulances? Or is there just no need for ambulances right now? I don't know. But this is a huge building and I'm not leaving this here. So this gets to go back. Yeah. And I'm going to fill this with tree. Oh no, I'm going to make a path first, and then I'm going to fill it with tree. Trees, blah, blah, wah, wah. There we go. Trees. Tree, tree, tree. The little area need a little bit more trees. I'm confused about the ambulances. I clearly saw a fire truck leave the fire station and drive on the bus path, but I don't know about ambulances. That's the thing I'm confused about. We have not unlocked the large garbage service point yet. Give me 1 second, everyone. I will be right back. I'm gonna go say goodbye to Kauai. She is going to work, so I'll be right back. I have returned. No, not that. I meant to click in-game. Here we go. Ignore that. Coffee is good. We are back right here. So, the other side of this... How many people are here? Enough. The other side of this, I want to make... Yeah, I am not seeing ambulances. I'm just going to put this down right here and see if that does anything. I don't think it will, but I have no idea. I'm also thinking I'm going to put just a little fire station over here. Actually, I could put it right there instead. I'll give the zoning back. Sorry, you can have your house back now. Is the time changing? I think it was. Yeah, it wasn't as... That was weird. It wasn't as bright as it usually is. I'm gonna put just a little small area of services over here in one spot. Haha! The power's jumped. The power has jumped. Whatever. This is just gonna be normal norm core development over here. I'm not gonna bother making it super, you know, urbanized like it is on the other side. This would have been development that would have been crammed in here on the other side of the railroad, but there's not a really good connection to get to either side, so I would not envision the pedestrian area would have continued to this side of the rail, that rail track. Why do we keep rail track? The rail corridor. There we go. So this is just normal development. And then I hope that people can get across. Okay. So we really don't need any more houses right now. This is finally filled in. Okay. I like this. I don't like the sloping that's over here. I'm gonna do a little bit of this. There we go. I like that better. So this area, I am unsure of what I'm gonna do. I may just make standard suburbs again, you know, windy, twisty suburbs. This song is a slapper. I fucking love this song. I'm gonna turn it up for me. You can't hear it, but I'm gonna turn it up for me. And, well, you can hear it. I've just... Me turning my volume up doesn't affect Streamlabs, so you can't hear that I turned it up. This is definitely going to be regular suburbs, on this side, but... that I am not envisioning having to need to develop yet. And we still have not a ton of people. Okay, so these, bendy buses are doing us justice over here. I want to make this... What color have we not used yet? Orange. Yeah, orange. Cool. And what are the rest of our... Good, we have 1,000 people using public transit right now. I am so happy. Where's our blue line? Blue line, I can think, still has a ton of people stuck on it. Oh, why is it over here? Can I move this? Can I... Why the hell... Okay. Why is it... Okay. The most people we have waiting are at the train station still. Where is everyone trying to go? Going home, you reside here. But you work here. Oh, you just moved into the city. Okay. Okay. Okie dokie. Not enough goods to sell. You calm yourself down. You're fine. Shut up. This thing's doing its best. Stupid. So... I am thinking about this area. I want to fence it off again, like I have before. Or do I? Do I? No, this I'm just gonna make standard suburbs. 26,000! Yay! We've reached our next milestone. We've unlocked a lot. Or stuff, not a lot. We've unlocked important stuff. Cargo harbor and regular harbor. Very, very important. Very, 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 very important. What is our next? Our next one's nuclear power. Yes, please. Nuclear power. Give me. I'm going to make the nuclear power station right here. And I'm going to make it fed with water and stuff, so that'll be what happens at some point. Wait, hold on, there's these, but for residential zone landmark. I don't think I want to put this here because that's kind of a cop out, because this isn't actually downtown, so I don't want to place these down yet. This looks so good. This area is incredible. These assets look amazing, especially with these patterns. Yeah, I could definitely envision this being a master planned city, or a master planned district, especially with transit connections. This would be so important for any city to develop a project like this. Because it allows for so much more, for more choices of places to live. And that's one of the important things that a lot of older cities don't have a mind for. There's not a lot of of opportunities for differing places to live at. And that's a huge push for urbanism, that everyone should have the choice to live in whatever style of housing they want, and not force everyone to live in a single family house. Actually, I take that back. I'm gonna do some funky stuff here. Then put this. Oh, I need to repaint the pedestrian area to involve this. Have we unlocked the last one? Not yet. Not yet. So this area is just going to be standard low density residential development. Again, what we talked about before, this is a master planned development from Rasor County plus Aspen. So this would be kind of the end of this the more higher density development that we made for Aspen Town Center. So the rest of this is just going to be your run-of-the-mill development. They would still probably very much have master planned this whole thing. It would still be very specific in its development standards, but it would not be the wall-to-wall that we have elsewhere, or that we have in the town center. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. So I'm gonna name this Aspen South, because this is, I named the other side Aspen North, so this one's gonna be Aspen South. This fence I'm going to remake and zone it for residential and fix my signs again. I want these to stop and not just blow straight through. There we go. I can put a park down. Definitely a dog park. Yeah, definitely a dog park. This would be probably, compared to what would be in this town center, which would be higher density new development, this far side would probably be affordable housing. So I would imagine, yeah, I mean, you could even see 71 simoleons per square meter, and this is 37. Now let me look at our 43, 32, 35, 40, 39. Yeah, so this is one of... So, town center is actually pretty much the most expensive area in the city right now. Which is good. And Aspen South would probably also be affordable housing. And I realized that there's a square in here that I can put a tree. Where the hell did it go? There it is. Tree and tree. These look so good. Again, I think the time is changing. It is. Even though I have the game paused. The game is going back in time for some reason. I don't know why that's happening. Why? Also, this area looks very good at night. These look so good at night. These look so good at night. Hold on, I'm gonna screenshot that one. Yeah, you can't go backwards if we have it all the way at the end of the... So it is going back in time. That's really weird. Why are you complaining about garbage? You shouldn't be complaining about garbage. There's a transfer station right here. Policies. Ooh. I want to allow street music. Apparently I can look at unlocking. Oh, there's a crap ton of stuff in here. Good lord. Market hall. Oh. So I need more tourists for those. 70% residential, 24% commercial, 6% office. Nice. I am enjoying this. This is incredible. Apparently we don't have enough educated workers. I'm gonna place an elementary school right here. And fill this in with residential, maybe a little commercial just to buffer the transfer station. This doesn't pollute, but I wouldn't want to live next to this. Ooh, sewage. Oof. That's something I didn't want to have to deal with today, but I literally mentioned that earlier in the stream, so I guess I have to. And I want to do that quickly before everything comes crashing down around me. These drain 16,000. This is 16,000. 25,000 each versus 15,000. I really am not. I'm playing with infinite money at this point, so I'm not really paranoid about that. Pollution 7 versus pollution 20. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna use these, and I can fit them back to back. Haha. Why would I do... No. No, that's what I want to delete. Douche. Now we have a oh my god, we have so much capacity for sewage now. That's what I wanted to do over here. Okay. So... Industrial road, grid this off. There we go. Okay. Do these pollute? Do these pollute the ground around them? No, they don't. Then what the hell's causing all the pollution over here? Oh, just this. Okay. Interesting. And I think that means I can finally get rid of these. And the water lines to them. And if I play this, do I have capacity still? I do. But without those, I'm missing capacity. I think those are my only drain. Yeah, they are. Okay, those are my only sewage drainers. These I can move, finally. Okay, we're in a good spot right now. Actually, I want to do one more thing. I want to move this over here. Do these ever have anything that go to them? Just pedestrians. I'm trying to move the height of realism. I'm moving things after they got built. I'm trying to move these away from the... Okay. I was worried that the power didn't connect, and then I realized that this is here, so I don't need this anymore. That hasn't jumped power. I'm kind of teetering on power, but I'm really close to getting the nuclear power plant. I'm gonna put 2 of these down, so I'm fine for right now. And then later, I'm gonna make a nuclear power like plant. I'm not just gonna put that on a grid. Like, I'm actually gonna make it look like there's a power station. I'll probably put another one somewhere else, maybe right here, somewhere access to water that's kind of away from population, or maybe crooked in this little neck right here, or maybe even like way upstream somewhere. But yeah, right here will be my nuclear power station, 2 of them, and then I'll put 2 more geothermal. I've already built this in my sandbox game ahead of time. I think I'm just gonna put... What did you get abandoned over? Oh, education. Whatever. Have I unlocked this yet? I have not. Not yet. I'm getting there, but not yet. Ha ha. Get your rat-away out. We need to... Wait, does anyone have any stim packs? This... I'm just checking up on everything while I'm doing this. Holy crap, 400 people are sitting here. Oh my lord, and a dog. It looks like no one even got on that bus. Too much garbage is piled up. There's a garbage thing right here. What are you complaining about? What are you complaining about? Owner. Sad. Yeah, Radaway would just take away you being rad, you know? Oh, we've got some traffic backing up. I think I want to make sure this is correct. Oof. We might have to do something a little hokey here in a little while. That's why I'm not developing around this. I don't want to touch that yet. I also don't know what to put here. I don't know. I'll put something there. Over here, like I said before, I want to do some shopping mall of some kind, and I think, do I have that asset unlocked? No. Average garbage piling up per building at least 25. Huh? That's what I need to unlock that? Yeah, we need to unlock these. We need to unlock some of these. 5,000 children in elementary schools. Ooh. Oh, park area. I have not built one of those yet. I just realized that. Whoops. Speaking of park, I think I'm just gonna literally throw down one of these. No, that would just be a waste of that land. What I will do, though, is zone it for commercial. Whoa, not that close. There we go. I actually want to swap these because this has a better corner presence than that one does. Yeah, that's better on a corner. Commercial and commercial. Maybe just a little bit of housing. Has water. Okay, this area. I would love to put the Mall of Moderation in here. I'm probably not going to be able to unless I have garbage pile up everywhere. What if I just turned off my garbage buildings for right now? I can deal with the consequences of that for a little bit. So that's those. I have a recycling. guess what happened? My headset died. My headset died. So, I don't know how long it's been, since you haven't heard me talking, but yes, my headset has died. That was funny. But I have to maintain this for 20 weeks. Ooh, why is this so loud all of a sudden? Did the game's audio, like, jump up for some reason? That was weird. Ugh. Okay. So, I really want to unlock these. I've got garbage piling up. We're working on both of these. What is the one that I have to have crime? I have to have like a stupid amount of crime. Crime, yeah, courthouse. I have to have a crime rate over 50%. I don't think I'm gonna get that one yet. God, I am just bleeding money, and I have to keep this up for 20 weeks. Oh, there's so much garbage. There's so much garbage. Just give it to me. There's so much garbage. There's so much garbage. Oh my god. There's so much garbage. Oh. Come on. I don't know how much I can last the bloodletting. I don't know how much long I can last that. Please. Come on. Oh my god, there's so much garbage. That has to be more than 25 buildings. Come on. Oh, average garbage piling up building is at least 25. Come on. I just want to unlock this so I can put it down right here. Everything I've made is breaking down. It's all gone wrong. What the hell is this? Oh, it's cinema. Chirp cinema. Okay. 21. How many more weeks? I'm halfway. Okay, I think I can keep up the tax rate issue, but the garbage is something completely different. I need to get the garbage back up. Come on, 22. Come on. Is there any other garbage building that's still on? No, this thing doesn't make any it doesn't have any garbage trucks in it that collect trash. They just collect the waste transfer stations. This too, I'm gonna turn this off. 23, 24? Come on, we're so close. One more. One more. One more. Come on, yes! Mall of Moderation. Oh, and I made this perfect. Oh my lord. Okay, I can turn all my garbage facilities back on. 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 Oh my gosh. Where are the rest of them? I turn those on. On. Now collect my garbage. Oh no, houses are abandoned. No, all of these houses. No. No. Oh no, there's so many abandoned buildings now. Oh, and even more are gonna be abandoned too. God, this is gonna be rough for a couple minutes. And we're also losing money, like, dramatically, too. Oh, this doesn't have any water. Ugh. I'm gonna turn... You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna turn my garbage budget, like, way up. Where's garbage? Garbage. I'm gonna turn this way up. What are we gonna do about these houses? Do they get redeveloped? Sewers were backing up. Huh? Their sewers were backing up? I mean, we have water issues. I understand that. Do these redevelop? I don't know that. I don't know if these get redeveloped or if I have to delete them myself. So I have to babysit these houses. Historical, historical, historical. So I have to sit here and babysit all of these while they get redeveloped. The reason, if you didn't watch the previous streams, the reason why I want these to be historical is... Oh, Posh, I can almost put down Posh Mall. The reason I want these to be historical is so that they don't redevelop into something different. I want these to stay as suburban homes for the time being. Yeah, I want these to stay as single-family suburban homes permanently. I don't want them to redevelop into a bigger house. I don't want them to turn into something that won't fit in with this area. Because these are supposed to be farming estates. Like, these are on the farms. You would imagine that they would not be built-up houses. Have I unlocked the Posh Mall? Yes, I have. Oh, there we go. Okay. Now I can turn my taxes back up. So, I'm going to take these to 11. And we're going to feel the crunch of this for just a couple minutes. There we go. I'm going to speed this back up so I start making money again. Okay, we're back in business. We're back in business making money again. Historical. I already have checked these like 20 times now. Oh, that can be historical. That's historical. I just don't want these to get redeveloped. That's again, the whole reason why I'm doing this is I don't want them to redevelop into a bigger home. I'm missing one house still. Yeah, I'm missing just this one right here. Lord, this is loud. Why was it so loud? Good Lord. I think my headset dying really screwed something up. With my audio, at least. Ooh. Yeah, I think something is very wrong with my audio right now. These have power. Okay, so these are my suburban malls. Oh, that was so extra. That was so unnecessary. That was just so much money I just bled out there. Oh, but now we're financially solvent again, so that's the important part. Whew. Okay. Whew. So, here we stand. Oh. I want this to be a district on itself. What is a good name for... How do you spell Lafayette? Hold on. So this, I'm claiming that this mall was developed by the Lafayette family. That would have been a big thing for them to have access to when this area was developed. There we go. And this power line can go away. There we go. And I guess this is the best way I can convince you that this is a suburban mall, is by filling it with as much commercial space as physically possible. I want to connect these up as pedestrian paths. Whoa, no, not there. Not there. Thank you. Whoops. The hell was that? Something just made noise in my office. And I'll fence the rest of this in. Because there would not be development on the outside of this. So this is a big, big commercial area. It's all watered up. Actually gonna connect that. I think I will convince the Lafayettes to let me put a water tower right there for me. And a radio mast, just for the sake of saying that it's here. There we go. Okay, so we basically have quelched any need for commercial in the near future. Oh, I want to add a stop right here. No, there's one right here, and they can just walk, so that's fine. Aspen North, Aspen South, Town Center. And as this fills in, I'm going to cover it with trees around the outside. Okay. I can breathe now. Our financial woes have been relieved in a way, I guess. Isn't there another mall? So Mall of Moderation, Posh Mall. There's this thing, the Grand Mall, but that wouldn't be in a suburban development. Science Center. No, there are these assets though. There are these shopping centers. But I would put these downtown. Not here. Okay. Huh. Gonna put just a couple of trees just to satisfy my desire to make this visually distinct from the neighborhood around it. The Lafayettes would have probably rallied the city enough not to turn this into housing, but to allow them to put this mall here instead of having more residential development. And also they would not like this to be residential either. So I think that is going to be the last thing that I do today. Because I cannot imagine anything else that I have a desire completing on the agenda today. I just want a couple more trees. Ugh. You gonna make me do it by hand? Huh. This area, I don't exactly know what to do with, other than maybe just throw some commercial in there. I'm gonna eminent domain that. I don't want people to live across the street from a waste transfer facility. I just feel like that's not a good thing. Oh. I still have seen no ambulance coming in and out of here. Where are the rest of our... these? I just am seeing no... Yeah, I have no idea. God, the game is loud. Yeah, I think something had to have changed with my audio settings when my headset just died. That never happens when my headset dies. That's why I'm so confused. I think I'm gonna just take the last bit of this stream to fill in this final area with some residential development. Oh, I need to draw my fence for this rail track. Where did I stop? There we go. Okay, so now I got my fence back. $87 people. Oof. Lots of passengers. I don't think I really need... Actually, I might. No, because that would just make it even worse for the people standing right here. Yeah, so I'm not going to put anything. I'm not going to make a passenger rail corridor, passenger rail service between Aspen and its downtown. I am going to move this power line, though. So I can zone me a little bit of residential. Because I realized I did not fill that block in forever ago. We will do the same design that I've done previously. However, this road will be a bike path road, and it will go pretty much straight to there to allow people to cut through. Oh, I didn't draw that bike path back. Whoops. Where was it? Here it is. There we go. And I'll do that same thing here. And just to save myself from zoning all of this, ooh, I went a little too far there. There we go. There we go. Ooh, no. Ah, no, stop it. There we go. Just trying to make a couple of cul-de-sacs. There we go. Water. I was struggling with that at the beginning of this stream for some reason. And I will make a couple more connections to our bike network. But not a lot. I also am going to put a fence along here because you would imagine a gated community like this would value having, or they would imagine it's a value to them to have a fence along their property line, but especially with the bike path. Because people who live in gated communities like this are crazy and think that everyone is out to get them, and that's why they live in a gated community. There we go. So, schools definitely need an elementary school. High school, definitely need a high school. Great. And I'll throw a dog park in maybe. Right here in this, on this cul-de-sac. Playground in next to the school. There we go. And this district, I will make high-tech housing before it actually develops. Broad square, broad point. There we go. Policies, high-tech housing. And again, the time is still going backwards, so I'm gonna slide that forward. And that looks about good for me. I don't mind calling that Broad Point. That sounds like a name that an area like this would have. I'm gonna put a stop sign there. Oh, I want to fix this. Boop. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Yeah. So this is very, very nice. This junction is very much backing up, but we will deal with that eventually. Our train's doing really good. 107 people there and 27 people. I think most people are now getting off at this one, especially since this is our urbanized area. We are very, very close to the 36,000 mark, which I'm very, very much looking forward to. I like this mall. I don't have any other assets that I can throw in. I mean, I could throw an office building in, but that's just, at this point, that's just taking up room. I could put a skyscraper down. No. I do have these rest stop service stations. I feel like I put that somewhere. Probably, no, I will put it in where the, whatever my Blue Ridge Parkway thing will be. I'll put that at the end of the highway. Yeah, I can do that. Yes, that makes sense to me. In my little pea brain, that makes sense to me. Huh. We're doing good on school. I'm gonna check the rest of my vitals right now, just to make sure that everything's fine. We're back to normal on garbage. Health, we're doing okay with. We still have issues over here, which I don't understand, but it's beyond me. I don't want to bother putting a pool there. Education's fine. Transit, almost 120,000 people, or 190,000 people using our transit right now. We've got some really good lines going. We really need to move forward from relying on buses sooner rather than later, but that will happen. That will happen soon enough. 495 people. Good lord. I think that's probably the busiest transit thing that we have right now. Is the our inner city bus terminal. This has 156. That is a lot of people. I'm so happy that this... Good lord. I'm so happy that this bike trail works. I'm in love with our bike highways. I'm so glad that those work. And this area is so nice. I'm so happy that this area turned out so well. There are a ton of people using this path, or using this crossover. I'm so happy. And this mall turned out very well. Now again, I can't really make a mall in this game like you would see in the real world. I can't really make a mall. What are your... Why are you not able to move? Also, we have a ton of traffic here. I think I may need to put a stoplight here. And allow rights on red. Okay. Now that this area is filled in, I am going to tree it up. And a tree like I've never treed before. And then fill in the rest with live oaks. Oh, Lord. Oh, really? Really? Ugh. That was frustrating. Those houses just got developed too, so now I've got to wait around for those houses to come back. I don't know how those trees managed to get onto the road. Okay, this area is looking very tree, which I like. And I'm gonna put one more live oak. There we go. We have a very, very green city right now, which I am in love with. I am so happy that this city is as green as it is. Not particularly green as in, you know, environmentally green, but at least it's green with trees. Though we have swapped to some of the eco stuff. Our eco sewage treatment is perfection. Not perfection. I mean, we still have a bunch of nasty, gross industry. And I am gonna continue this for this area. I'm gonna count this factory as part of the industrial park. Yeah, I'm gonna count this right here. Okay. We are doing really, really good. And we have a large demand for imports. So in the next episode, or in the next stream, which will be after my vacation, we're leaving Friday and we're coming back Wednesday, so possibly Wednesday day, because we come back Wednesday at like midnight in the morning, so possibly Wednesday day, or later in next week we'll do the next stream. I did zone that for housing. So yeah, this is very, very tree. In the next stream, we will create a harbor. We will actually build a cargo terminal over here. I'm not gonna build a cruise ship terminal because that is unrealistic for an area like this to have the cruise ship terminal. That would be in downtown. We may put one over here in whatever we call this district. What is a name? Sterling Park, Wood Hills, Friar Rose Hills, Maple Heights, Emerson Park, Cozy District, Kent, Fairview, Beach. Ha! Get it? Beach, Forest Heights, Belmont Hills, Myrtle. No, Myrtle. Pine, Hickory, Spring, Crescent, Pine, Wood, Sunset. Sunset? Sunset Beach. We have a new name. So we will next episode port when we get our population milestone, which will probably be when we start developing this. We will put down our nuclear power station, which will be over here. I'm actually gonna name this right now. Aspen Power Station. Aspen Power Plant. So, Aspen Power Plant. We will make that. We'll make the harbor. We will develop this, which will have its own downtown, but this will be a historical downtown versus what we built over here in Aspen. Again, this is a very new, like, brand new urban center. This would be a very historic, old, high-density residential, and then there'll be some more over here, and we may or may not start working on the university. But that will all be in the next episode. We may expand the farm, but we really don't have a need to expand the farm. We do need more jobs, though, which is our biggest desire right now. So that may be what we start doing. That may be the first thing that we do next episode. Other than the harbor, because the harbor would be first, so I can make sure that it's cargo that everything needs, not jobs. So that is what we will take care of in the next episode, or in the next stream. Look forward to that next week. Actually, a week from today. So, anyway, other than that, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Join my Discord. I've got my links everywhere. The Mint Garden, we have some fun. I got some people there. We don't really have a lot of people, so I'm trying to grow the amount of people that I've got there. So I post memes and stuff. Join my Twitter, or follow me on Twitter. I'm obviously so much more active on Twitter. I'm always on there. Subscribe to me on YouTube. I edit these streams down into about an hour-ish chunk and post them on YouTube. So if you want to watch an edited version of this, for a more concise edited version of this, subscribe to me on YouTube. And anyway, other than that, I love you all, and hope to see you next week. You guys have a good night. Bye.